True story. I'm trying to join my wife down in California, and we're having a family reunion. And so I take the St. George Shuttle down, which, by the way, love the St. George Shuttle. They're dropping me off at Vegas for me to, take a flight down to the John Wayne Airport down there. And this gentleman that's sitting behind me is wearing hearing devices. I hadn't really looked back to see him or notice that, but as I was talking, I'm kind of tall, and so the driver was like, "Hey, do you want to sit up front? You got long legs." I'm like, "Wow, thank you." So I'm talking with the driver back and forth, and all of a sudden I see someone stick their head towards us. You know how they do. And this individual's leaning way forward to try to be part of our conversation. He wanted to be part of it. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. So I kind of looked back at him. And you know what I noticed? Gentleman was wearing hearing devices, and they were not fit properly. The wire was sticking out, so not terrible, but just kind of out. So I knew he wasn't getting the right sound that he probably should be receiving. And his wires were way too long. His device, it was just all loopy. He was a really, handsome guy, great guy. He actually turned out to be just a really pleasant individual. And how I know this is as I was talking with the driver, there was a pause, and I looked at him and I said, "Hey, I see that you're wearing hearing device." And he says, "Yeah, I've had hearing loss for like 15 years. And I said, "Do you mind if I help you with your hearing devices today? Excuse me. I can help those devices fit on your face and on your ear to be a little bit more appropriate for you. Would that be okay?" And he said, "Yes." So here I am driving to Vegas in the St. George Shuttle, and I just barehand these babies, and I put out my hand and he hands them to me, and I work on them. I fix his retention lock, his domes. I stretch his wire a certain way that I know will allow those devices to pin in on his face so that he won't be so embarrassed by how they look, and also so that he can hear better. And by the end of by the end of the ride, what was he asking for? An appointment. And of course, being a terrible, doctor or whatever, I never carry business cards, but I text him. I said, "Text me anytime, and love to help you." Sure enough, he's a patient here now. We were able to help him with his devices, and I'm really enjoying having him as a patient. So sometimes we have to take some risks out there. It's a frustrating feeling to be so picky about what you do, right? Because you just want to help people. When you see it done wrong in the community, you just want to grab their ears and help them. And in this case, I was really grateful that I said something that we could make an impression on someone. But he just continually thanks me. He's like, "The fit is so much better. I'm hearing so much better." So positive St. George Shuttle experience. Had to come out of my shell a little bit. Got my hands a little waxy for the trip, but it was a good experience overall.
That's a really cool story.